The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame recognizes Ohio's distinguished men and women who have worn the uniform of our nation's armed forces and then continue to contribute to their communities, state, and nation through exceptional acts of volunteerism, advocacy, professional distinction, public service, and philanthropy. The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame. Nominate a veteran today.
Daniel R. Kirkpatrick, United States Air Force, Vietnam War, and Operation Iraqi Freedom. I joined the Air Force because I was about to get drafted. My draft number was 56 out of 365, so I went down to the draft board and the lady there smiled and said, "You're going to be in the Army soon." So I checked out the Air Force Reserves. They said we had 2 openings. One is to be a load master on a C-141. The other is to be an aeromedical evacuation technician. And I honestly remember thinking this, I'm an Eagle Scout for the Boy Scouts, and I have the first aid merit badge, and I thought, by golly, I'll become a medic because I've had first aid training. So I flew air evac missions with patients out of the Pacific Theater, Philippines, Guam, Alaska, Hawaii, and did that. And while I was doing that, I went to nursing school and got commissioned, and then came on active duty in 1979 and had a wonderful Air Force career. Met just some absolutely incredible people. When I retired from the Air Force, I taught nursing for Wright State University. I taught disaster preparedness for the School of Medicine, the Department of Emergency Medicine, out at Calamityville, which is a 50-acre disaster training facility in Fairborn. And we taught, nurses who were getting ready to graduate about disaster preparedness. And I've had several that I've seen since then who've come back and said, "Your class was the most fun." And I learned so much about being prepared for disasters that your average nursing student doesn't get in school. My parents always taught us to give back to the community. While I was in the reserves, I asked for and got a 1-year leave of absence, and I went in the Peace Corps. And I served in the Truk Islands of Micronesia, and I provided all their health care for almost a year. When I retired from the Air Force, I got involved locally. I became a Fairborn City Councilman for 4 years, and then I was the mayor of Fairborn for 4 years. Really enjoyed that. I was teaching at Wright State during all of that time. I got involved in a lot of veteran activities. Got involved here at the VA with the American Veterans Heritage Center. And by meeting here, I got involved in the Miami Valley Military History Museum, and I'm on both of those boards now. Working with the Boy Scouts was huge. I have been involved in Scouts since I was in Cub Scouts. I've been an assistant Scout Master a couple times, a Scout Master, an Explorer Post Advisor, a Venture Crew Advisor. I got involved with the local council, Tecumseh Council. I kind of rose up through the ranks, and for 2 years I was the Tecumseh Council President. And thoroughly enjoyed that, got to work with a lot of incredible people who are doing a lot for Scouts. And I am proud to say that I'm a veteran. It truly is an honor. And I've watched a number of my friends who have been inducted and been really proud of them. And when you hear about their histories and what they've done to be inducted, it honestly is a true honor to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Selection and induction into the Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame is a great honor. Nominate a veteran today.